Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 44 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp. This bootcamp, like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 44. So, like always, we start by showing our outlines. This is what we are going to cover for today. There is a little bit change in our schedules of activities. So today we are going to treat this instead of sources of data. We are going to talk about a recap on yesterday's class, and we are going to discuss about data security. That's what we are going to do today. So you need to be very focused on this also, because it's something that you can come across, or it's something that you might be asked about these sources of data that you are seeing. So what will happen now is that, okay, a recap on yesterday. Let's talk about a recap on yesterday. We did dated if you can recall, and I told you dated if is one of the secret formula in Excel, which the only secret formula. I don't know why they hide it, but whatever the reason is that, but you need to understand, you need to crime, you need to kind of have it in your head, so that in the future you talk about data if people will say you are lying, there is no data if in the world, but data if is there, you can use it, work with it, and get whatever you want to get from it. So that's what we did, and you should practice that data if to do a lot of things with it. Today we are going to talk about data security. Let me explain this data security to you. You see, all this that we are doing, all this that you are learning, all the formulas you are learning and everything is not just a piece of cake. You're not just going to keep passing it like, to become a Father Christmas, just dashing your gifts anyhow. Even though they said that even Father Christmas is only giving his gifts on day of Christmas Day. It's not just dashing his gifts to in all the days in the year. So you need to be like that. You need to protect what you learn. Any idea, any data, any formula you created or you promulgated, whatever you call it, any formula you have in your mind that you use, or you analyze something, or you did a work on a particular data, you need to protect that data. You need to protect that formula. You need to protect your work, because not just like you can't be just on the road teaching people a lot of formulas. You can't just be on the street telling people about your secret, about how you get money, about how you solve a particular problem. That's not how it works. Because the challenge that you are going to face as a beginner is this. are going to talk about before I even open my Excel, we're going to talk about you know to protect the work that you are doing. First of all, you need to protect the cell. What cells are you protecting? You need to protect your cells. That's number one. You need to protect the sheet. That number two, because if you know, if you can see what you are doing, all the assignments I'm giving to you, you see you cannot edit the kind of the questions, the question sheet. You can't edit it. You can't change the question. You can't do, the only thing you can do there is to put your what IBN number. That's the only thing you can do in the sheet. So, but anything else, you cannot change the color, you cannot edit anything, you cannot delete, you cannot insert cell, you cannot do anything. How do you protect your work like that? That's what you are going to learn. And also we'll talk about protecting the sheet itself. You're going to protect your sheet so that your workbook itself, because sometimes you don't want people to just go ahead and open your files because you are doing some work, you're working on something. You don't want people to just go ahead, open your work, see what you are doing. You don't even want them to see the work. So we'll know, I will teach you how to put security on that so that whoever want to do that will have to contact you, will have to talk to you that, okay, I need the password to open this. And also to open the file is one thing, to edit the file is another thing. So you are going to put another password to let people not to edit anything in the work. Because sometimes you can allow people to view your work, just go ahead, view it, I don't care. But at the end of the day, they cannot what? They cannot edit anything in the work. They can even do whatever they want to do, but they cannot edit it. They cannot save the editing work. All they can just go ahead, see the work, do whatever they can do, but they cannot edit it. So that's what you are going to learn so from today, so that you can kind of know that uh how to do this. So let me just open my file so that sorry, I should have. Okay, sorry, I'll share my screen. I know you are not seeing it. So I'll share the screen. Let me just do something. Just want to do something. Yeah, here it is. So that's all. Let me share my screen. I just open the file. Okay, so now can you all see my screen, please? So what we are going to do now, I'm going to tell you some things. You need to know this first. You need to understand this. By default, all the cells has the attribute of locked. L-O-C-K-E-D. I say locked. That is lock. You can say lock as in L-O-C-K. All the cells, they have the attribute of what? Lock. So now if by default, I lock this particular cell, this sheet, everything in the sheet will be locked. That's by default. That's by default. So let me show you how to lock the entire cell. Everything, when we say the entire cells within the, we mean the entire sheet. That is, the cells are what made up of the sheet. So we want to lock this, everything in the sheet, so that nobody can touch whatever is inside this. That's what we are going to. That's number one thing, to just understand how to do that. If you come under this format, are you seeing format here? Just click on your format, you will see this protect sheet. When you click on protect sheet, it will ask you for password. Put any password that you want. When you put it, re-enter the password again, then you save it. So now by default, nobody can touch anything inside this cell. You see it? Nobody can do anything. Nobody can do anything inside this cell. Nobody can add, you see? Nobody can change. Even this time new Romans, nobody can change it. If you try to change it, you see, but other cells in the workbook, I can work with them, you see? I can work with them, I can work, but this one specific one, I cannot touch anything in this. So that's number one way of doing it. So, but let me remove this. I'll just put, I said, all the cells has the attribute of, they have this attribute of locked. Equals to, if open bracket, I can just say B2 is equals to empty, comma, what I want to return is empty. Otherwise, I want to return whatever is in B2. Then I will close it and press enter. You see? So now it returned. Okay, sorry. I want to return. Okay, I don't want to return this. I just want to say, sorry, my control Z is not what, no why. Yeah, whatever equals to, if up, okay, B2 is equals to MC, comma, I want to return is empty. Otherwise, I want to return whatever is in F2. So I will just click enter to return whatever is in F2 because the B2 is not empty. So this is it. So now I can hide this. I can hide that because I hide it. So now, if for example, I just delete this, you see, it's showing this is empty. But now if I lock this cell, even if I put the formula to lock this cell, you see, I lock everything. You see, now everything is kind of locked. Nobody can do anything. But if they click on it, they can see the formula. Even though they cannot copy it, but they can write it down. This is the formula we use here. So even if our work is going to move, people will see the formula. So how? We don't want people to see the formula, even if they click on the cell. They're not going to see the formula. That will bring us to do this hiding, the attribute, to activate the attribute. It can just only hide the, not do the other, make a short bit. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, yeah, sorry. Hello, you say you can't hear me. I can see. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? I don't know what happened. You cannot hear me right from the beginning. Like serious. I think it's from some of your networks. I think it's from your network. I think because I'm seeing the. I think it's your network. It's from your network. I think the recording is okay. Maybe when we release the recording, you can see it. But the class is going. I can see my mic. Everything is moving. Yeah, it's raining somewhere, but yeah, you see somebody also. You can't hear me, but somebody say you can hear me. Somebody say from the lock cell, I didn't hear you. So where do you want us to repeat? Where? Where do you want us to repeat? Okay, so sorry, I think okay, when you say from lock cell lock, okay, I think you say from the cell lock. So what I'm going to do is I don't know how I don't know where you lost me, sincerely. I don't know where you lost me. Sorry, I just dropped the mic. I just did something. So, but can you hear me now? So let's continue. I have to add another mic also so that I'll use two mics. Okay, so I add another mic so that I put external mic now and I kind of use another. So it has to be two mics. So you can hear me now. So I think let me start from let me come back from where I talk about hidden. I think let me come back to the hidden. I've already told you, let me unlock it first. I've already told you that for this, let me bring it back the way it is so that you will see how I did it. By default, this will not be ticked. That is, hidden will not be ticked by default. It's only the lock that will be ticked by default. I told you it has the attribute of locked. So now what we are going to do is that we don't want people to see our formula. You see, we create a formula. If a particular date of birth is empty, to say it's empty. But if that particular date of birth is not empty, maybe somebody put anything like this, 2001, definitely it will give us what? The exact salary that maybe the person has. For example, it's like we want to create a template that even though there is salary for people, but anybody who didn't complete his data, you will not see his salary. It definitely shows that it is empty. So whenever you put your date of birth, you will see your salary. So we don't want people to see our formula. So that's what I said. You need to highlight this. When you highlight this, then you go to format cell. Just go to format cell. Then you click on hidden because hidden is not ticked by default. Just click on hidden and you press enter. So now if I lock the sheet like we did, if I locked it, now, if I lock the sheet, even if people click on this, nobody can know the formula we are using. Nobody can know the formula we are using because now we lock the formula, we set our formula, and it's protected. Unless you have the password to unprotect this sheet, nobody in the world can see this particular formula. That's what I just said. So another thing is that sometimes you want people to edit a particular column. Let's say I want people to edit this. This is by default is like this. Let me put the locked back. By default is like this. I want people to edit only DOB, but I don't want them to touch anything apart from it. That means I want to lock everything, but I won't allow people to edit this date of birth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight this date of birth. By default, like I said, this format cell locked is ticked. So untick it. Now I unticked it. Then I'll press OK. Like this, I press OK. Now if I protect the sheet, press OK. Now I can edit this, but I cannot edit anything apart from this. So if somebody just put that, means I just want people to put their, to put their date of birth so that they will see their salary. If they remove it, if they didn't put their date of birth, it's going to be empty. So that's what I talk about. So you see, we talk about how to lock the cells entirely. We talk about how to lock specific cells and leave other ones maybe for editing. We talk about how to hide things inside a particular cell. Maybe how to hide your, your formula, or how to hide input, or how to hide something in a particular cell. We talk about that. So that's number 3. So the last one we are going to talk about is how to protect the entire workbook. That means how to protect your entire workbook so that nobody can open that particular workbook without your password. But to do this, there are 2 ways to do it. You can protect only the editing modification of the file. That means even if the person can view the file, can open it, do whatever you want to do, he cannot save it. He cannot edit anything. All he needs is to just view the file and close the file. He cannot edit it unless he has the password to edit it. Secondly, you can put the password that a person cannot even see what is inside the workbook unless he has your password. If he didn't have the password, he cannot even see whatever is inside the work book. So there are 2 ways to do it. Or sometimes you can put all the 2. He cannot open the file. Even if you open the file, he must put the modification cost for him to proceed. So, but let's see how we can do that. So to do that, what you are going to do, this is your file. You are going to save the file now. So just go to save, just click on save as. So I'm just going to click on this. I'm going to click on this. That's the procedure. Save as, save as, then you'll select the folder that you want. This is where we are. So under this, you need to click on tools. Just click on tools like this. You see these tools, just click on it. There will be a drop down. Then you click on general options. So you click on general options. This is what you are going to see. So the first password that you are seeing is password to open. I can put password to open to be different from password to modify. So password to open, I can put 2, but password to modify, I can put 3, like this. So that means you must have password to open the file, and you must have password to modify the file. So if you only have the password to open the file, you can only open the file, see whatever I'm doing. If you don't have password to modify, you cannot modify the work. But if you have both password, then you can open the file and you can modify the file. So this is all. All you need to is to click OK. It will ask you to re-enter the password. So I'll just put this as password to open the file. Then I press OK. It will ask me to modify. Then I will put 3 like this, then like this. So now I'm done. The only thing I'm going to do is to rename the file because I don't want to overwrite the file. I'll just call it security. Our file security, for example. Then I'll remove this dot like this. Then I will save it. I will just save the file. So now this is our file. We call it our file security. So I'm closing this file. Then I will try to open it. So here it is. If I'll try to open it, it will ask me where is the password. I need to put the password. If I don't have password, I try, it will not open. I try, that's all. That's all. You can't open the file. It will just show like this blank file for you. Nobody can see whatever is inside the file. Let me come back again and click on it. It asked me for the password. I just entered something nonsense. It will say, no, you can't open the file. So if I try it now, sorry, that's not the file. It's just the other one I just opened that we didn't put password in it. So here it is. This is our file security. So now if I put the password that is 2, I will just press enter. It will just say, okay. So now we know that, yeah, you have the password to open the file, but do you have the password to modify the file? That's what it will ask. But if I don't have password to modify the file, the only thing I can do is to read the file. So I can just click on read only because I don't have the password. Even if I put nonsense password like in rubbish, if I click OK, you see, it will just say OK, so you don't have password to modify the file. So now I can say, yeah, read only. I just want to read the file. So I'll just click this. It will just open for me. Then I'll read the file. You see, I can go through the file. I can do this, but I can put the date of birth like this. I can put the date of birth and everything, but the worst part of it is somebody will think that he is messing up with your file. The thing is he cannot save it. Even if I put, okay, let me just try and correct my marks, try and correct my grade, whatever, do whatever. If I save it to say you cannot save it because the file is only for you to read. It's only read only. So this is how you protect whatever you are doing with it. So you see, you cannot do it, you cannot save it. That's the only thing. Even if you want, you can. The only thing you can do is just to go and do something else like that, but you cannot change anything in the file. The file is highly protected. So this is it. The only thing a person can do is to delete the file. You can delete the file entirely. Go ahead and delete the file, and that's all. But if you delete the file, that's what you need for him to edit it. So nobody can edit it, and that's all. If you want to remove such, maybe you want to remove or you want to change the password, you can just go back again, like how you did it. You see, this is the file. Go to it, general again. You can delete the files like this. Just delete everything. You can delete them. Press OK. Then that's okay. So now the file has nothing. There is nothing on the file, so you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do with the file. So this is what we are going to do today. If you have a question, you can ask. If you have a question, you can ask. This is where we are going to stop. If you have a question, you can ask. Okay. The notorious iPhone is here. iPhone, somebody even asked about you last week, I think. He said, where is iPhone? So iPhone is back. So you people should take note. Nobody can.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. They are just kidding, sir. Maybe they.
Yeah, somebody asked that, where is iPhone? Continue, ask your question, iPhone. Ask your question, or you can write it. I asked you to unmute. No, nobody can remove the password without you knowing. Because what I told you to save is, it's only if somebody has the password to open the file, to open everything, that when he can remove the password. But if you can't even open the file, how can you edit the password and do anything? So you can't even do anything when you can't open the file. Because you can't save resave a file that you cannot open. Yeah.
Okay, sir. How can we
I saw your question. How can we unlock the cell? So like I said, the way you put the password, that's how you unlock it. That's how you unlock it. Let me just open it now. We put the password like this, for example. I click on this format, you see, this, I just put the password. So now if for example, I save the file, for example, I just save it. Now, if I try to open it, to ask me for the password. Oh, sorry. Now, if I try, you see, I locked everything. So if I want to unlock it, for example, you need to click on this format. Click on protect sheet like this. Click on it. It will ask you for the password. If I put wrong password, it will not open. You see, you put the wrong password. So it's only when I put the correct password, then it will open. So now I unlock it like this. Then you can go ahead and do your things. Yeah, a lot of people today have network issues, so it's okay. I'll try to put the video together and upload it for you so that you can have it in time. You can watch it. Don't worry, I'll put the video in time now. Yeah, so you can watch it. I think that will help. Please go through this video, please. Even if you can't listen what I'm saying, follow the procedure, because you reach a level whereby, yeah, you can understand the procedure and do what the necessary so that you can understand. Even if the video has no sound, because we are not repeating this class again. We are not. We are moving forward. We are not repeating it. Even if you didn't hear, because I know I recorded everything that I have done, please go ahead and watch it and see what we can do. Are we going to do the same while opening the sheet? Yeah, when the password you put for the sheet, when you try to open the sheet, it will ask you for the password. You put the password, then that's it. It will open for you. You will see how to do it. I think iPhone, you came late maybe. So let me just put the video together for you. I think good night. Have a wonderful dream. Let's see you tomorrow. I'll put the video for you.